Hi everyone, welcome back to Project Novi. In today's video, we're going to be talking about summer must-haves. You know what that means, we're going back into TikTok. Let's get right into it. See if any of these summer must-haves are really worth having.
Hi girlies, with summer coming up, I'm here to show you some of my favorite summer essentials so you guys will be stocked up and great and glowing all summer long. Let's start off with tanning. I use this like holy grail trio. Is the Australian Gold Duo and the Creamy Skincare SPF 60 watery lotion. You put this on your face and it's like the best SPF in the world for your face, okay? Reapply it every hour, I'd say. Now for your body, you're gonna put this on first and then this one, like layer it up. That's how you're supposed to use it, okay? If you use this one first, no, this one has to be first and then SPF on top so you get protected. I always reapply it, okay? Always reapply SPF. Never let like it sit all day on you and think it's gonna work because it's not. So I reapply them every hour and I'm always fine. Like look at my tan lines, guys. This fall here. So yeah, this is how powerful these are, and no face burn. So yeah, now for makeup, you're gonna need a summer shade BB cream to mix in with your SPF after you're already tan, okay? This changed the game for me because I don't like foundation. Me personally, not a foundation girly, and at the same time, I don't like tanning my face. I like my face with like a lot of SPF so it does not get burnt. Like a white face, tan body, that's me. This is what helps me get like an even tone. Is the L'Oreal BB Cream 5-in-1. I use the shade medium.
Okay, so this is a really long video actually, so we're probably going to speed it up. So far we've got tanning products, and that's all we've kind of covered in the first minute and 20 seconds. Let's see where she's going to go next.
FPS 20. This is like my trick to getting even face and body. Works like a charm. Guys, Nivea Cherry Shine, okay? Doesn't have SPF, but it protects your lips like from like getting dry. So after the beach, you're gonna put this on and it's like tinted. It's so good. Look at that. It's so beautiful. It gives you like a flush look. You can also use it on your cheeks. So if you're like feeling, oh no, makeup day, this is the best. If you want to smell bomb, you're gonna need a summer scent. You're gonna need the signature summer scent for you. Okay, my first choice for summer is always At the Beach by Bath & Body Works. This is not that popular, so you're not gonna be smelling like every other girl, but it is so good. So I would love for every girl to have this. I actually bought it on accident because I went to get like Coconut Passion and they didn't have it. So I was like, okay, crap, what am I gonna do? And then the lady was like, we have this one. It's kind of the same vibe. And I'm like, I don't know. And I blind bought it because I was buying it online. And I tell you, it is better than Coconut Passion. I love Coconut Passion, okay? But this is so much more for the beach. I'm gonna read out the notes for you. It is white blossoms, toasted coconut, bergamot water, sea salt breeze, and sun-kissed musk. The best. Also have bare vanilla as an option because it is like my comfort body spray. They're both amazing. And also Coconut Passion. I don't have Coconut Passion, obviously, because I bought this one instead. Do a summer scent. That's like bomb, summer, cool girl.
So apparently vanilla is a very, very popular scent. Again, this was something that I read in the book Buyology, where scent associations as well are crucial to tapping into the memories, the feelings, the emotions to sell products. So vanilla is actually, I think it's like the most popular scent. I'll see if I can find the stat and hear the info or whatever, but if not, you could just take my word for it after having read this. Vanilla is a popular scent. It can get you to have positive associations and want to buy more stuff.
A good quality lash curler, because I feel like summertime is no makeup time, so we ditch concealer, ditch mascara, and it's time for lash curler, and you're gonna need a good quality one. The Lola Bunny one, it's really good, but the Shiseido one has been the like most recommended one. I use the dollar store one. How do I say it like that? It's really good, guys. It's my favorite. It's not bad, okay? This is the one I always use.
Why do we have two?
But this one's also really good. I like them both. But this one's cleaner, so this one I wanted to show you in the video. But yeah, good quality lash curler, okay? Even if it's from the dollar store like mine. Guys, sunscreen for your hair. I feel like not a lot of people know about this, but this is one of my leave-in conditioners. This is from Yenza. I've never heard of this brand before, but it is a SPF for your hair. So when you're tanning, you want to have this in your hair, and it's a lifesaver. After you leave the ocean, instead of putting a hair mask, this is gonna protect your hair, okay? This is a must. I don't know if this brand exists anymore because this is really old. You know, the L'Oreal Gloss line has an UV protection leave-in conditioner because that's the one I have been using, but I ran out of it, so I'm back to using this brand. But it smells really good. It smells like coconuts. Now for clothes. My number one summer outfit is tube tops and jeans. Tube tops are a must. I have like all of the colors. Collection is growing because I just got this one today. That's navy. And guys, it is the best type of clothes you can get for summer. Match anything and everything. They're so versatile and they're so good. So if you grab a color you know you actually wear, you're gonna have that as your for lifer. Good quality tanks. Mine are from a convenience store. I don't know how I got them there, but they were there and they're the best ones. But the garage ones are so good as well. This one is from the convenience store though, and it is perfect. perfect. Like, invest in basic clothes you can like wear around and like interchange them. If you're getting like, oh, too many prints or too many, like a lot of things, they're probably not even gonna wear it later on. Guys, crochet pieces, if you're going on vacation as a cover up for the beach, roll in and so beautiful. I'm like obsessed with this skirt my mom made me. They're so cute as bikini cover ups, like so cute. And you can also like get crochet tops with like the pattern like this and layer it with a tube top, and that looks so cute. And last but not least, linen pants. I'm wearing them right now. They're so cute. This tube top is huge on me. Focusing on the linen pants, they're so cute, guys. These ones, my mom made them for me. A lot of people ask. Hi, you can find linen pants at Brandy PacSun, so make sure to look them up. Also Hollister, I think. Yeah, those were my summer essentials. Hope you guys liked it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all. Stay safe and bye.
Okay, so this video came up first. I think it was one of the most liked, as I typically do. I just search the homepage. I don't cherry pick to try to get videos to have spicy reactions to or anything. And I did preview the rest of the videos I was going to use in this particular reaction, which I don't usually do. What I think we're going to notice is that we're going to see a lot of these same products come up again and again and again for summer 2025 must-haves. And part of this, again, I think is capitalizing on that exposure effect. And it's a known phenomenon that the more you see something, the more likely you are to eventually want it and buy it. Like, it's just a thing. Again, something he talks about in the book Buyology, Martin Lindstrom, the marketing expert, consultant, or whatever. And we're going to see that exposure come up in multiple different forms. What I think is appealing about this video, why I think it was one of the most liked, this is something else I'm going to try to incorporate more of in these reactions. I kind of leaned into it in the last two in May, where I talked about how I personally was influenced by these things before. I'm going to try to incorporate that going forward in all of these reactions as well. Why I think people are influenced by videos like this is she's objectively attractive, right? She's a beautiful girl, and it seems like she knows what she's talking about. She's got the right accessories, the kind of it girl accessories on, right? Those earrings with the little Bottega drop. I even have a dupe version of those purchased back in 2023 at the end of the year when they were first becoming trendy. And I think they are still arguably trendy. The gold hand chain, that's something that I think was more recently trendy, the hand chains. And, you know, she's got all that, all the right things. She's got the minimal makeup, you know, the fashionable makeup of the time where it's not too heavy or cakey. She's got the tints, the eyelash curlers. She seems to know what's in the know. You know, the Shishido one is recommended, but I've got the dollar store one, the convenience store tank tops, right? So she's relatable in that she's got the budget conscious aspect of her as well. She's got the mom made clothing, which is a really, really nice touch, right? Oh my God, your mom made your crochet skirt and your linen pants. That's amazing. Aspirational. You've got a mom who makes you clothes. Seems like a happy family life. Seems like a fairly carefree life as an attractive young person. And so, you know, her glowing tan, you can achieve it too by buying the products that she uses. I think that's what people like about this particular video and why it's been so liked and why it might be effective at selling these summer must-haves. Let's go to the next one.
Bestie boo. I just created the perfect list of things that you need for hot girl summer. I'm not a gatekeeper, and these are things that I love that either make my life easier or make me feel cuter, or both. Let's get into it. Sunscreen mist literally changes my life. You could put it on just like over your makeup and you don't have to like touch your face. Amazing. If you're one of those girlies that likes to go no makeup in the summer, I love these bronzing drops. I literally have them right here. I use them every day. They just add a little bit of bronze to your skin. You don't need to wear foundation or anything else. Look how cute these. Okay, I do not own these, but I'm getting them because I think I need them. How hot girl summer is it to use disposable cameras instead of taking a million photos on your phone and just enjoying the moment? I want to use these so bad. And then you have cute little film photos. Oh my gosh. And you know they're always cuter than the iPhone pics. Benetton might be my actual favorite makeup product for the summer because it literally does not feel like you're wearing anything. And you can wear it on your lips and your cheeks. It is so good. Look, it's literally like a water stain. It's not like makeup at all. It makes you look all rosy and cute. Guys, I never knew what hair perfume was. It is life-changing. Imagine getting out of the water and you're like all salty and gross, but then you put on some hair perfume. Then you can resume your hot girl summer and not smell like a seaweed particle. Having cute towels and investing in cute towels has literally changed my mood completely. For the longest time, I was just using my family's towels at home that are like Nemo from when I was like 5 years old, but this is elevated. We don't want to prune up, okay? Get an After Sun body butter. Wave spray is the best hair product for the summer because you just put it in and wear your hair natural. Did you know they make scalp sunscreen? Okay, I have not tried this, but TikTok makes me want to try it. It looks so cool. Thank me later. And let me know if you guys have any hacks for hot girl summer.
All right, so again, you know, this girl She's hot, cute, whatever, attractive. She's got a bubbly personality. She's talking to you like a friend. And that's all ticking all those boxes of what might make her feel relatable, what might make you want these things or want to buy these things. It's like she's sharing these secrets with you like a friend or a big sister or a little sister or whatever. And, you know, she's not gatekeeping. She's not gatekeeping the tricks to be hot. And she's obviously very excited about these products as well, right? She doesn't have these hair clips, but she's going to buy them. The cameras. Okay, so in Brandwashed by Martin Lindstrom, Lindstrom talks about the nostalgia factor and how it's super duper powerful. Super duper. Who am I? Like, again, using nostalgic language. Very powerful in terms of a marketing tool. And it's hitting those boxes for people who are older, or, you know, people whose childhoods were actually these kind of disposable cameras or physical film, I guess is what I'm looking for, with the rolls and the canisters and getting the pictures. And it's taking the boxes of the next generation who kind of have this idea of the past as being a simpler time. And so I would guess that maybe she's in the latter category where, you know, everybody knows that these photos are cuter than iPhone. I mean, you don't really know, right? Like, a lot of times your disposable camera pictures don't actually turn out that good. I'm older, and so I know that when you get your physical film pictures, it's not always all that great. But it is nostalgic, right? To use physical film, have to take them somewhere to get developed, take the little roll or whatever. I don't know how these disposable cameras worked. I never really used them myself because when I was a teenager, I did also have smartphones, but my childhood involved pictures like these. And so I'm aware of the nostalgia factor and how powerful it can be as a marketing tool for the next generation, but also as a tool to tap into the generation that remembers them from their childhoods. It's a really powerful emotional marketing tool. Once again, products like the Benetint, like the no makeup, that is an identity signifier. And so if you're one of those girls that doesn't like to look high maintenance or wants to do the no makeup, or look, it's basically water, it's not makeup. If that hits a chord with you, then this is a very powerful sell again. And I would say that that is me, or it was me. I did kind of aspire to that no makeup, the low maintenance, the I don't really care, the effortless look, effortless beauty, I guess. And so that would have been an identity product that I would have really powerfully wanted to try if I was in maybe like the year 2022 when I was shopping and buying all the things that I wanted to try like this. I will not be persuaded by this anymore because I have lip products, I have cheek products, and I'm very happy with what I have, and I have no reason to want to try anything new or contribute another little piece of plastic to the landfill when I'm done with the product, or before I'm done with the product if, heaven forbid, I buy it and I don't like it. And so I am not in the market for buying any products like this anymore. Same with anything scented, anything perfume, any hair perfume, whatever. I'm not in the market for that. Likewise, towels that are cute just because they're cute. I am totally happy using the childhood Nemo towel or the beach towel that I used. I wore it in this video that turned out to be more controversial than I expected, but I wore it in this video and I actually used that towel as a bath towel for a long time, despite it being a beach towel. But it was my towel for all things for a long time. And now we have a few more towels just for the purposes of laundry, you know, not having to do laundry so often. But we use our regular towels when we go to the beach. We don't go to the beach that often. We live in the middle of America, so no need for the beach towels. Anyway, let's watch another one.
Summer essentials you literally need this year. First thing works so good if you want to get blonder with no bleach, but warning, you're gonna get addicted. The Go Blonder by John Frieda. Next thing is these tanning stickers. These are so fun. You can also do glitter tattoos with these.
Okay, wait, are these both not super nostalgic products? The Sun In, I remember that from when I was in middle school, and the tanning stickers. I never got to do this because my parents were not remotely cool or allowing of trendy things, I guess. But I do remember classmates in my early high school going tanning, like to tanning beds or getting spray tans and using the tanning stickers. They would have the little bunny sticker or whatever. And I feel like, again, this is a blast from the nostalgia past with these products making a comeback.
This is if you want to lock in your tan. This will keep your tan, and also if you burn, this is really good, and it smells good. A waterproof speaker, of course, to jam by the pool. A digital camera. If you haven't got one already, this is your sign because they're so good.
Again, with the digital camera and the disposable physical film cameras, like, we're going backwards. We're going back from the cell phone, right? This all-purpose tool that was supposed to save us a bunch of time and having to have multiple things. Like, we're going back to having multiple things. I have mixed feelings about it.
Also, a portable fan. These are really good for tanning and outdoor festivals. I'm gonna put you on the best tanning oil right here. But warning, make sure you have a base tan or you're gonna burn like crazy. Okay, that's it, and save this for summer so you don't forget. Bye.
Okay, and then we had a fan and a portable speaker, so you can jam by the pool. I also noticed that she's also wearing a tube top, just like the first creator, and has the gold jewelry too, and the mascara lashes, I guess, and minimal other makeup. Like, they're both very in line in terms of what's trendy right now and what's kind of aspirational right now, what shows up on the homepage right now because it's popular in terms of summer essentials, and it's kind of in the same niche category, right? We want to be tan, we want to have products that smell like summer, and we're starting to get into the portable fans and speakers and kind of accessories like this, which we're going to see some more of. Let's continue. So this next one is a photo carousel that I have done a little screen recording of. I'm going to see if I can talk through it while the photos are going by in my video. My summer 2025 essentials. Got a suitcase full of stuff. Beach bags, these are all kind of crochet design. Floral tube tops, so not just tube tops, but floral. Hair clips, again with the floral theme. Cute bikinis. We probably already have a swimsuit. Linen pants. Again, linen pants were on the first one as well. Hair claws. Those were in the second one, the flowers. Initial charm necklace, sunnies. A small makeup pouch with some choice products in there. Mini compact wallets. Again, Instax and Digicams, mini fans, and the charging power bank. So those are summer 2025 essentials. There's a lot of these kind of photo carousel scrolls. I think I saved one more of them. Yeah, here it is next, actually. So Summer Girl 2025 guide. There's literally so many of these photo carousels, but they all tend to revolve around the same products. So we have the clothing, right? Linen shorts. Linen is a big one. Tube tops is a really big one. Linen pants. I think some of these must be Amazon. They're saying they come in 15 colors. Better than the Skims. T-shirts, boxers to sleep in, shorts, maxi skirts, underwear, pajamas, bathing suit cover-ups, and socks, denim shorts, the cutest bikinis. Again, swimsuits are very popular here. Sandals. Yeah, so this was a summer basics you need from Amazon specific reel here. The next ones were summer essentials, summer girl guide. Again, more bikinis, disposable cameras, nail polish ideas, sunscreen, accessories, summer scents, sunglasses again, bracelets come up multiple times, the speakers come up again, tanning oil. The cameras are really, really prevalent here. Oh, and then just so the men weren't left out, there's one carousel for men here, summer essentials for men under $50. Again, featuring kind of a surfer dude in this front picture with muscles and a selection of jewelry and perfectly tousled hair and a background of the beach with the ocean. So again, aspirational. There were studies, again, that Martin Lindstrom did there that attractive men do sell well to men, and they don't have to be gay men either. Both gay and straight men find themselves not attracted to necessarily in a sexual way, but attracted to that type of marketing because they can see themselves in the people, I guess the models that are in the ads, and that's what they want to try to buy. So the essentials for men are similar to those for women. They have the printed t-shirts, the sunglasses, the bracelets, linen clothing again, and hats. So again, some of the similar things in terms of the linen, the sunglasses, the jewelry. Let's watch another video. 2025 summer essentials that you need every day. I think we're going to start seeing even more repeats. So that repeated exposure, if you are starting to feel influenced by this, you can click off this video now. The gist of it is that we are seeing the same items pushed by these influencers, and that repeated exposure on the platform might just be what gets us to click on one of these affiliate links. And even if it's just one thing that we think we need, and actually pull the trigger into buying some of this stuff. So this next one, 2025 summer essentials that you need every day. First, the flat lay, and then we have sunscreen. And again, no one's really going to argue with that. Umbrella, hair clip, sunglasses. Again, can't really argue with it, but you probably already have a pair that you've been using. A fan, a hat, a water tumbler. Yeah, I mean, they could be must-haves for you for summer, but if they're really must-haves, we probably already have one and don't need to entertain buying another one. The next video is another talking style one. Summer 2025 must-haves. Let's see what she has to say.
If you want to be prepared for summer 2025, keep watching this video. This is everything you're going to need to be prepared for summer. And it's coming up, so why wouldn't you want to watch this video? First of all, obviously you're going to need a bathing suit. I can make a separate video of where I get my bathing suits from. Affordable, not affordable, fashionable, cute ones, all of the above. Let me know if that's something you guys want. But having a good bathing suit is so important, especially if you're someone who likes to go to the beach and the pool a lot. Next, a good water bottle is so important. Definitely need to make sure you're very, very hydrated during the summer, especially because it's super hot out. Next, this is the most important thing of this whole video. Sunscreen, SPF, please. Summer's fun, it's fun to do things outside, you know, go outside, whatever. But please, wear your sunscreen. It doesn't even have to be like full strength 100 SPF. No, you don't have to do that. But like 30, please. Please! Next, jewelry. There's nothing better than like a nice jewelry stack, bracelet stack, earring stack, something going on. Just makes your outfit look so much better, I promise.
Okay, so this is actually more of a girl next door type of video, and she didn't really talk about any brands or any kind of, she said in a separate video she could show where she gets her swimsuits. And so I would actually argue that in this video, this creator is kind of marketing herself. And I guess I could argue as well, or one could argue, you could argue, that that's what I'm doing with these videos here. And you wouldn't be wrong entirely. And I am not saying that it's a negative thing to be doing, but I am going to call out kind of the influencing factors that I see here. Again, the first of which being that she's presenting as kind of the girl next door, the friend, the relatable type here. She's not flashing anything in our faces that's blatantly aspirational or out of touch or out of reach. Even her method of speaking is kind of calm and realistic, right? Like she's not over the top. She's not using an influencer voice or anything like that. She doesn't say she's got any products linked or anything like that. And all of her summer must-haves are very reasonable, objectively. It doesn't mean we need to go buy anything because we probably have all of this stuff already. But the advice she's giving is on the surface, very reasonable. And I haven't delved deeper. This is not a smear campaign on any of these influencers. This is just a video detailing what I notice about these summer 2025 must-haves. But if I had to guess whether or not this creator is being paid for this content, I would guess no. I would guess not. And so that makes me more attracted to what she's saying here, or makes me more likely to believe it. And again, not a bad thing. It might be worthy, it might be justified, it might be legitimate to say that, and this creator might be giving advice with the best of intentions. And it's not that I'm trying to say that it's bad in any way, so please don't get the wrong idea. But in the grand scheme of what we're exposed to online, on social media, this is a part of the types of influence that we can come across. And again, my channel, my videos are included in that. So it's always up to us to evaluate whether we're consuming an influence that we think is positive for us in our everyday lives, each time we click on a video even. And so just something to keep in mind. Okay, I think I just have a couple of more videos that I'm going to go through. The next one is a beach bag video, and the last one is a kind of tidy recap of all of the summer must-haves we've seen today. So let's get into those last two.
If it's taken you 2 hours to get out of the house this summer and it's keeping you from saying yes to things, you need to put together a mom summer pool bag. I love to have this ready to go, so when something comes up that we want to do, we can say yes and I don't have to spend hours packing and planning. This little applicator is my favorite purchase of the summer so far. It makes putting sunscreen on a squirmy toddler so much easier. These bags come with the 2 clear organizers, which is great, and then I just bought some inexpensive accessories to make it functional a little better. I just keep an extra reusable swim diaper inside of a wet bag. That way when we're done swimming, I can put the swimsuits in there. For toddlers, I love the hooded poncho towels. They can wear them to the car. They're not falling everywhere. I always keep shelf-stable snacks in here, and if I have time, I love to pack up the snackle box with some fresh fruit. Here's to saying yes more this summer.
Okay, so once again, there's a lot of sound advice here, or what feels like reasonable must-haves in terms of things that are legitimately necessary for the summer season. And, you know, these are things like the swimsuits, like the swim diapers, the towels. We don't necessarily need specific hooded towels or specific bags with specific accessories. The bog bag, which is what she has in this video, the specific type of bag, is something that I will never buy. I'm just really turned off by this design. It's not something that appeals to me at all, but I do know that it's a big kind of trendy item, and it's also fairly expensive. And so you got all these attachments that can snap on. The allure of it, I guess, is that it's waterproof, and you know, you can take it in the sand and in the water and it's fine. But I don't spend enough time, you know, like I said earlier, I don't live anywhere near a body of water. So for me, this is totally not necessary and, you know, not a worthy expense for me in my life. There's also a host of other products in this video that are what I would deem not necessary supplements to things that might be necessary even. So things like she attaches pool goggles, her phone, other keychains, you know, sunscreen and a specific applicator. I don't personally own pool goggles. Nobody in my family does yet, but that might change. It depends. We do wear sunscreen, but I have never found the need for one of those applicators. Again, I'm not judging you if you have a use for it in your life or if it genuinely makes things easier. But if you didn't need it prior to seeing it, then it's possible that we didn't need it. And again, like all the pouches, we have the Touchland hand sanitizer, you know, the influencer signature items in here, the other pouches for the glasses and the hair clips, and the snack case, the snacks labeled bag. You know, these are cute things that a lot of us probably already have versions of. And so the trap that's really easy to fall into is wanting the cuter version of it and kind of justifying our way into it, because why not have some of the things that we want sometimes? And to some degree, maybe that's okay, but to other degrees, it's not sustainable if we constantly cycle through the new and better or cuter versions of the next thing that we see or that we're exposed to or that we're being sold. And so we just need to evaluate, is this one of those times where we're really going to get a lot out of the upgrade or the swap? Or is it one of those times where we should just say no and not give in to buying something that we might want? I think the other kind of influential thing about this one in particular is that if you're a mom or somebody who takes care of children, it could be aspirational to have all of this prepared, have the healthy snacks. You know, that was one of the shots here. She's got a bunch of cut up fruit and vegetables in this snack container. I think I've seen this container before in other influencer videos, right? The one with the handles on top that snaps down, compartments and everything like that. And that in itself is aspirational and gives us that feeling that if we buy these products, we might be as good of a mom or as prepared or be able to have healthy snacks just like this person. And so, you know, or even going out more, taking your kids out more is something that is pitched as aspirational. And so I think that is the danger of the influence here. That is the biology of this video in particular, is anybody who aspires to that kind of life or has that kind of life circumstance can see that as aspirational and want to emulate it through buying the stuff. I think as well, Martin Lindstrom talks about how parenting, it's in one of these books anyway, it talks about how parenting is one of those things that is frequently capitalized on by marketers because it can be a difficult time and products can be pitched that promise to solve these problems that are not solvable by products, but they're also temporary. And so chances are your kids are going to grow out of that problem, and then you'll have these products lying around that even if they did solve something or help during that certain period of time, they're not products that have longevity. And so to responsibly rehome them then becomes your next job. And we don't always do that. It was actually a little bit heartbreaking. I had a friend over the other day and she was talking about how she recently threw away a whole bunch of clothes because she's going traveling over the summer and wanted to clean out. And this was, regrettably, I didn't talk to her before she did that, and I was not able to tell her about the thread-up clean-out kits or other ways that you can donate clothes without throwing them away. And again, it's really hard to talk to your friends directly about this kind of stuff without seeming like you're judging or trying to police their behavior. But it is a little heartbreaking sometimes when you're reminded that not everybody is in the same position, or, you know, it's not, I don't want to say that it's entirely privileged, but there's definitely an element of privilege to being able to care about this stuff and put energy into responsibly rehoming your things. And so I don't blame people for throwing things in the trash. And it's not a case of, you know, they should know better, they need to do better. It's sometimes a case of, I have the privilege of being able to do better, and so I will. But it's sometimes a struggle to communicate that with people that you're friends with. And so despite how I seem in videos sometimes, videos like this even, I don't want to come across as morally superior to people I know in real life. And I don't want to be judging people I know in real life or have them feel judged when I make comments about how to more responsibly dispose of clothing. And so it's a tricky tightrope to walk sometimes. But anyway, let's see the last video that kind of sums all of this up. The 2025 summer must-haves, the same 5 products we've seen real people talking about, and then we'll call it a day and I'll say goodbye. All right, so it's another one with music, so I'm going to talk over it. 2025 summer must-haves, summer emojis, the scents, the bikinis, the beach bag necessities, the shoes, the dresses, and the summer jewelry, tanning products, summer tops, beach bags, again with the crochet and the designer. These are very curated images. So again, we've seen all of these things before. We've seen the summer perfumes and scents and body sprays and whatnot. We've seen the bikinis. We've seen the shoes and the shirts and dresses and jewelry and tanning products. But this flat lay presentation of it somehow manages to be very aesthetic, right? Even the scents has that kind of color, the products lined up in an orderly fashion. You've got all the influencer favorites, the Sol de Janeiro sprays. I know I'm saying that incorrectly and I apologize. The Tree Hut scrubs, the Hawaiian Tropics. I actually am not familiar with all of these brands, but that's okay. I don't really need any of them, so it doesn't really matter. The bikinis are very color-coded. We got the blue, the pink, and the purple, kind of traditionally girly colors, you know, something for everybody in there. The beach bag necessities, once again, very color coordinated and curated to look really aspirational and pleasing and organized. I guess that's an aspirational thing right there, is the order of it all. And you know, we want to try to achieve that in real life, and it's not going to happen by buying more things. In fact, buying more things is going to take us away from that goal. I have a whole video planned about that, I think later this month, about how buying things is actually the opposite of self-care sometimes. The shoes, once again, orderly lined up with the brands, the It Girl brands, the Nikes, the Adidas, the Vehas, something in there for everybody, even the Grey Gooses with the star. Dresses, we've got a little bit of a rainbow of them up here, which is very attractive to the eye, right? You got red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, pink, white. It just looks very beautiful. The summer jewelry, again, you know, these kind of, the Van Cleef style, what is that, Kendra Scott with the gemstone like that. This is very much not to my taste, but I can see how it looks nice in this flat lay. And if I were in my kind of easily influenceable state a couple of years ago, I might have thought, wow, if everybody likes these so much, I should really try them too, because I should trust the opinion of my peers or the people that I want to be like, or even if they're the people younger than me, I should trust the opinion of the next generation to know what's cool. And therefore, I should get into trying these things, right? The summer must-haves, right? These people are onto something that they know something I don't, and so I should trust their opinion, is, again, one of the biology justifications, one of the brand washing circumstances that can happen when you get that recommendation and your brain kind of tunes out a little bit and just listens to the opinions, the recommendations of other people. Tanning products, once again, I'm not a fan of tanning. I'm going to use the sunscreen this summer, and we'll just see what naturally happens. Summer tops, once again, curated in white and blue, so kind of giving that, is it Greek aesthetic, where it's like blue and white? Is there one of those cities that's very, is it Mykonos or something like that? I don't know. I have not been. And then the beach bags, again. We don't have the bog bag here, though. We're going with the designer aesthetic of the woven, the Prada, the Marc Jacobs, Christian Dior, etc. And so there's the inspo for summer 2025 must-haves. I am happy to report that I don't need any of these, because the things that are truly must-haves I already have. And I already have a bag that I can take to the beach. Is it a waterproof beach bag? No. Am I going to the beach? No. But I might go to the local pool, community rec center pool, And so I have a bag that can carry things already. Honestly, if I'm worried about a bag getting wet, I will take a plastic grocery bag because why not? And then if it gets totally wrecked, you know, no harm. I won't be going out of my way to get one. We just keep the ones that we collect at the grocery store. So it's not that I'm going to use a single-use bag that I didn't already have. What else? The sunscreen we already have from last summer. We're gonna use that up first. I have a hat, I have sunglasses, I don't tan, I don't wear scents, and I have the makeup products that I typically need and use. I have SPF for the face. I have tube tops, and it's not because they're a summer must-have. I do admit that I bought my collection of tube tops during the height of my shopping addiction. Not that I think I was truly addicted, but for expedience, I'm just going to call it that. Those of you who've watched my wardrobe declutter or try on have already seen how many tube tops I have. And I will keep them and wear them and not buy any more of them. So I do have a lot of the things that are must-haves for 2025 summer, and I will not be buying any more. There are no must-haves to be bought. It did surprise me how much of the same things were on these videos, and I am heartened to see, I guess, that the recommendation of sunscreen is coming through, but I am a little disheartened to see that this recommendation that is real and genuine and I guess generally doctor approved, right? Like it's generally something that health professionals recommend to use your sunscreen because melanoma is a real concern. If you don't, you know, it's kind of being co-opted into the channels or the platforms that are used to sell products. So again, the waters are muddied when we have a professional opinion or recommendation. Anyway, I will stop rambling on about the summer 2025 must-haves that all turn out to be the same. Oh yeah, the nostalgia factor with the cameras was in there as well. The cameras, the speakers, the tech, the fans, portable chargers. Yeah, so there were products for everybody, I guess. Yeah, but I will say bye for now, for real. Let me know if there's any real summer must-haves that you need to purchase this year, and I would love to read your comments on that below. All right, see you in the next one.